Hey, Chumbas, Jeff Light here. Now, okay, well, I played Phantom Liberty through and through, and I finished it. In fact, I did two playthroughs, one on Street Kid, the other on my Corvo. Now, for my first playthrough, I picked the ending where I sided with Reed, and, the ending quickly turned the game into kind of like a horror game, since you have to practically hide from a robot, scary robot hunting you. And then a second playthrough, I helped side with Songbird, but I ended up giving up to Reed so I could get the new ending. And the new ending, holy crap, is it depressing! You basically lose almost all of your friends. I mean, Carrie is still dedicated to you, but River doesn't want to see you anymore, and Judy, well, she ends up getting married. I'm actually happy for her for that. Okay, essentially since Mel B can't romance her. And Panam, she straight up ghosts you. But well, you were in a coma for 2 whole years, so you can't really blame her for being so hurt that you were so silent for so long. And during the credit scene, from what Mitch said, either Panam is really hurt and doesn't want to see you again, or she might have. From what I could tell, I think Panam committed suicide. And Mitch didn't want to tell him because he thinks V's gone through enough. And, well, my playthrough got the entire Phantom Liberty expansion. I loved all of it. I mean, see Mr. Hands face to face finally? A whole new Mr. Hands with a new voice actor? Holy crap. And I love the new district. I love the dystopian feel it has. It's basically a city dash wasteland. And during the party, you get to run to people you see on TV, like Julian Jordan and Arif Iqbal from the news stations. Also get to see TV hosts like CDQ, and they got Grimes, Lizzie Wizzy, in this expansion. You get to talk to her again, and she recognizes you from the job you did for her, trying to find out whether or not her ex was cheating on her. If you remember, he wasn't. He was doing something worse. And then she kills him. But overall, I love this expansion. This game has been completely and totally redeemed. Even the cars sound a lot better. I mean, with the Quadra V Tech, the car that was shown in the trailers, it sounds a lot better now. Okay, the engine is no longer like ear piercing. It sounds a lot better. Driving's a lot better. The whole game looks a lot better. And the AI is like no longer completely brain dead. And they reworked the entire skill system. But most of that is 2.0. New expansion with a new faction, the new characters, new story, new district. I loved all of that. Anyway, if you go with Reed, Songbird gets like really so hurt that he betrayed her that the AI practically takes over. She goes cyber psycho, and you have to intercept Max Tech to try and save her, but she ends up going into a bunker. A mil- you wind up going into a military bunker called Project Synergen. At least that's what I think. I'm trying to remember what it's called. I think it's called Synergen. And you end up getting chased by a robot she's controlling. And once you're able to get to her, you choose whether or not to kill her or spare her. She wants you to kill her, but I couldn't do it. I mean, both Reed and Songbird have to live to get the new ending. I spared her, and Reed came in, and he got her back to Myers. And with that, the new ending ceremony, and Myers, President Myers, the president you saved at the beginning of the expansion, saves, gives you a medal for your service. However, in the end, when you side with Songbird, you I find out that you can finally go in the space station, the spaceport, the or that's on island off of Night City. You can never cross the bridge that leads to that until now. Now you can finally go to it. I was so happy that I could finally go inside there. I was happy I could finally go inside the stadium. No, stadium. And with the black market, and there's this new vendor called Howard, and he's able to sell you all the iconic weapons that you missed. Anyway, back to the ending. So with Songbird ending, you help her get to the spaceport. You help her escape from Hanson, get her to the spaceport. After she gets the neural matrix that's supposedly the tech that's supposed to save Songbird and V, since apparently they're both dying. V from the relic, and Songbird from the very protocol she's been using for involving the Black Wall. Because we learned from a netrunner called Slider that she's using it, and that the Black Wall is something you should never ever ever touch, since the Black Wall keeps out the rogue AIs. Anyway, while you're having Songbird and Galaxy Spaceport, you have to sneak around with her for a bit, and you overhear Reed and Myers. And Myers, well, you get to see the real her. She's like in full bitch mode. And not only that, but she proudly greenlights a freaking assault on orbital air spaceport, sets its neutral ground, and a firefight breaks out between NUS Black Ops soldiers and orbital air soldiers. And like I said, with the Reed ending, it turns to a horror game. and then with and then with this ending, you get caught between a firefight between orbital air and USA. My best bet is to kill them as much as you can, and only kill if you have to. Anyway, you eventually get her to where a train station. And you have to fight off the NUS Black Ops forces while Songbird calls for a train. But then a helicopter goes in, you return to Songbird, and with her help, you use the Black Wall to destroy the helicopter and kill soldiers in your way so you can get the train to get out there. But while on the train, you discover something. Songbird tells you that she's betrayed V2. She, apparently, she's been saying this whole time that she can help V with the neural matrix, but then she finally admits she betrayed him and lied to him. It can't save him, but the neural matrix can only use one time. If she was going to use this to save herself, she was never planning to save V. And I was so mad. I did all that for her, only to find out she betrayed me and was lying to me the whole time. So yeah, I called Reed and I gave her to him. But I can tell Reed means Songbird well. That he wants to help her. I just couldn't kill Reed. I couldn't kill Idris Alba. I just couldn't do it. But yeah, it turns out she's been conning V. She betrayed Myers. She betrayed Reed. Now then she betrayed V. It's only a matter of time before we're all caught up to her. Anyway, so yeah, in able to get the new ending, you have to either spare Songbird and get her to Myers, or give Songbird to Reed. Anyway, yeah, when you go to get the neural matrix, the paths really diverge and the endings are wildly different. You never get the medal in the Songbird ending, but you can get the new ending. And new ending, while V can live, it came at too great a cost. Way too great a cost. 2-year coma, and you can no longer use any of your cyberware. You can use your personal link in simple code processors, but simple muscle boosters would kill me instantly. Vic just wanted to take a look, and Victor Vector, he was now aligned with Zeta Tech. He was kind of forced, but he had to adapt. He confirms that V can no longer handle implants. Anyway, my thoughts expansion, solid 10 out of 10. And a fair warning, if you go with the Reed ending, Alex gets killed by Hanson, and you have to kill Hanson yourself. However, in the Songbird, if you side with Songbird, or Alex, it's the other way around. Alex kills Hanson, and Alex gets to live. But overall, the expansion, solid 10 out of 10, especially the airdrops. I mean, I love screwing the Barcus over grabbing all the airdrops before they can. Yeah, you have to watch for the red smoke. There's also new vehicle contract you can do for El Morames. And that's endless. And through those, you can unlock new cars you can buy through his website. You can't buy cars by going to there and paying a price anymore. It's all on that website set up by El Morames. The El Capitan, San Domingo Fixer. But yeah, they really fixed up the game a lot. Like, a lot. And this expansion only enhanced it tenfold. And I loved all of Idris Elba's performance in this game. He did Solomon Reed so perfectly, so expertly. I especially love Johnny Keanu's. I mean, when you were talking on the phone, and Johnny says, "I'll have a cheeseburger while you're at." That was a nice touch. And if you call the numbers on the wall, you get to hear the Witcher theme. You get to hear the call to the Witcher, and Johnny smiles and gives a thumbs up. Keanu knew. He knew. Also, if you take the oath, Johnny, well, he's not happy about it, and he talks to you in the elevator. And when he stops talking, he goes, bang, and bang, it just falls to the ground, and you hear a gunshot. God, I was like, I think I made a mistake. But overall, it doesn't really matter if you take the oath or not. It's mostly for roleplay purposes. The oath is just for roleplay purposes. It doesn't matter if you take the oath or not. Anyway, you do become a special agent for the FIA, yes. Whether or not you take the oath. So, sum it up, I fucking love this expansion. And I highly recommend I do recommend buying it and the expansion now, because this is definitely time to jump into Night City. But I now understand and why Johnny hated Night City. Because if you remember, if he's saying, Night City looked different. When he was saying to Victor that Night City looked different, and he hated it. Hated every inch. That was Johnny's hate for Night City. Because he sees how crappy Night City is. Because if you remember, in Night City, there are no happy endings. That's why the Nomad ending in my book is the true ending. Because by leaving Night City, by leaving that hellhole, he might finally be able to get his true happy ending. But the ending where V lives, it's way too great a cost. It's not worth it. So yeah, that's my take on the whole thing. I love the vehicle combat. I love the new vehicles. I especially love the new gigs. Also, during a mission called "Shot by Both Sides," one, let Dante kill Bree. You'll find out why, and you'll thank me. because, well, turns out she was hazing me. Was in Netwatch's pocket the whole time. And okay, also during the quest, both sides now, you watch a few recordings of a Militech soldier talking to a camera. In the Songbird ending, you go to where he was recording it. It was in the bunker called of Project Cynosure, the Militech bunker. Cynosure's was Project Cynosure's Militech response to Arasaka's "Secure Your Soul." And well, I almost forgot to mention that. Yeah, Bree helped you find those recordings, and in the ending it where you side with Reed, you go in that bunker where it was. But it also kind of turns to a horror game. You also see memories from Song's life, how she became an agent, what her life in Brooklyn was like. It's a whole thing. Anyway, yeah, CDPR, you done good with this expansion. You really done good. Just a pity there won't be another expansion. But I know, technical reasons. You're switching over to Unreal Engine. Should really look good then. Anyway, that's all, James. James, I'm I'm done. I'm out.